Okay, we should be live now. Welcome. Gonna give us a few minutes for people to come to the stream while I open up the best thing that helps me with all the horror news on this stream that I do every Friday. But disgusting. So, let's see. Here we go, perfect. So yeah, in this stream I'm gonna go over a few different updates regarding some Chucky news, some Crystal Lake news, a few other stuff. Show off some new physical media that I bought. One of them's just here. The other stuff's down in my collection, which is to the side of me. So yeah, let's get things going. I think I'm gonna hopefully do more streams than usual because it's around the holidays now, so I can do more stuff. But I have got a lot of things in the works at the moment. I've got collabs that I'm doing. I've got loads of other things. I've got to dry my hair properly next time before I go live. Yeah, lots of fun things. So let us just await someone to join, and then we can get to the actual talk. But one thing which I do want to talk about just before I get to anything. So I suppose he died, but hang on. Hey Brian, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, first bit of horror news that we got here is a new Ruggero Deodato movie, which is probably going to be his last movie because he did pass away last year. So his film Cannibal Tales, another cannibal movie. I suppose that's all that man does. It's good that you're doing good. I'm doing very well. I'm gonna watch Home Alone later. We were talking about earlier. We were making up endings for the movie. Those got completely out of line, I'm just saying. Yeah, so this is quite confusing to me because he did pass away, but I'm guessing that he made one more movie before he passed away. Oh, it's a video game. He made a cannibal video game. I'm not going to be playing that. Then again, I haven't played the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game yet. That's mainly because I can't be bothered. They aren't the best movies. Well, the new one isn't, at least. Let's see, what have we got? Yes, forgot about this. So, Jordan Peele's next horror movie, which doesn't have a title or plot. All we know is that it was originally going to release Christmas Day next year. Is possibly going to be moved, mainly because of Robert Eggers' Nosferatu remake. Which, is kind of sad because Jordan Peele has made a few really good horror movies. He has made a really bad one as well, but most of his movies are quite good. But I actually watched the Mean one recently, and that was a fun time. It's one of those movies that you'd have to either be really drunk or really dumb to enjoy. That's where I stand on that film. But what else have we got going on in the horror world? Oh my god. A Cinderella horror movie. So this I had no idea about, but Cinderella's Curse, exclusive poster for a horror movie. Twist on the classic tale paints the town red. It's rated R. So where's this poster? Oh my god, that looks absolutely horrible. That looks horrendous. Like, I've watched a lot of the bad movies that came out recently. I watched Barbie. I watched. What's another bad movie that came out this year? I watched The Flash. It wasn't that bad, but you know, a lot of people say it's bad, so I'm just gonna say it is. Um, so we got. This is something that I actually did want to talk about. So Godzilla Minus One, which is the really cool Japanese Godzilla movie which came out recently. I think it came out literally this month, the 1st of December. But Godzilla Minus One is getting a black and white version in Japanese theaters next month. So I am so excited for that. Another bit of news that we had recently is that The Strangers Chapter 1. I just dropped my phone, that was very dumb. But The Strangers Chapter 1, which is the first film in the new Strangers trilogy, is getting its release date on May 17th next year. They did want to release all 3 chapters of the movie. I personally aren't very interested because it's starring a person from Riverdale, and I personally despise that show with every piece of my being. So it's got Madeline Pesh from Riverdale playing Freud Gutierrez. Oh wait, that was dumb. No, I just read the next cast member's name. Oh well. But let's see. We did get a little teaser thing for it, but it doesn't really seem to have that much going on, you know. Let's have a look for what else we want have. Ooh. So The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. I've never heard of this, but is this gonna be like the Michonne and Rick show? Yes it is. So let's see. Well, it's bringing back that weird lady with the short hair who was just an evil person. So if you're interested in that, that's coming out. I sort of got bored of it after I watched the Daryl Dixon show, but yeah. For you Walking Dead fans out there, have some fun. Just gonna quickly go plug my Ethernet cable in and out again. So to do that, guys. Should be working now, hopefully. Yes. We are back online. Hopefully, it doesn't glitch anymore. And it instantly glitched the moment I said that. But screw it, it stopped now. So let's see what else in the horror news space we've got. We have what is this? Oh. Interview with a Vampire 2. I swear that was like that Tom Cruise thing. You know, like that film? Season 2. It's just going now. I thought it was just a movie with Tom Cruise. But the X-Files is coming back for you X-Files fans out there. So that's fun. What else have we got? Let's see. Yeah, we did get the first look at Willem Dafoe in the Nosferatu remake. I cannot show it on the screen because I just have no idea how to do that. But he does look really cool, I've just got to say. What else have we got? We have... So, The Terrible Wednesday show with Jenna Ortega, the piece of garbage that is that show, is getting a spin-off. Did anyone ask for the show in the first place? No one asked for that, but they're making Another season of that piece of garbage. And they're making a spin-off. Why? No, I didn't even like the first season. Tell you what I did watch today, though. I watched Saltburn today. Such a weird movie. That ending scene where he's running around the house butt naked. Quite odd. Not gonna lie. Quite odd. So yeah, let's see what else we've got going on. I don't actually want to talk about this. So we have a tweet from Jennifer Tilly. If you go on X, like what are they calling tweets now? X. I'm confused. Just make it Twitter again. I'm begging you. So it was somewhere around here. Yes. So, she posted a picture, and that's a wrap for Tiffany. There was like a picture of her sat in the car. I'm thinking Tiffany's definitely escaping prison. Just saying. I mean, I'm pretty sure she did that last time, but she's definitely getting out of prison. Just saying. Right, let's see what else we've got going on in the world of horror. You know, I'm currently working on my my what's called best and worst of 2023. So look out for that. Let's see what else we have. We have oh, that's kind of sad. So the DC Zatanna movie, which I was hoping would stay in the DCU because I really liked her as a character. I didn't like the actress they got for her, but I liked the character. Has been scrapped. So that's kind of sad. You know, I was looking forward to that. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark producers are fighting to get a sequel made. Why don't they just make a sequel? Like, that was a fairly good movie. It wasn't even bad. It was pretty good for a PG-13 horror movie. You know, if they're ever going to do a sequel to anything, I'm hoping that it's The Thing. I'd love to see where that film goes. And not have a weird prequel. Let's see what else we have going on in the world of horror. Here we go. This is what I want to talk about. So, the Wolfman reboot, which Blumhouse is making with Lee Winnell. So, you know, it'll either be really good or it'll be a piece of garbage because Lee Winnell's really cool, but Blumhouse is a bit iffy nowadays, if you know what I mean. So, last week, the Wolfman reboot was announced by Blumhouse, and it's coming out October 25th, 2024. So they put out a casting call. They're looking for someone, and the main character is being described as female, 10 years old, white, Blake and Charlotte's daughter, smart, present, strong. When her family decides to leave the city for a quieter life in a remote area, and that's where the Wolfman comes in. She faces her biggest fear, the possibilities of losing one or both of her parents forever. And her name is Ginger. Does she have a soul? Is my question. Alright, so Blumhouse is hoping to find someone in the 9 to 11 range to play the role. The actor will need a valid passport. Nah. No, they don't need a passport, you know. They just don't exist. God, that's stupid. Alright, let's see what else is going on. Because no one in the chat, so we may have to end this early than usual. We may have to only go for 30 minutes. This is something that I did want to talk about. So, Matthew Lillard, he's spoken about Scream 7. He loves that people do enjoy Steve Marker, I'm just going to say that. But he needs there to be a good story for him to actually come back. Because, if there's not a good story, then what's the point? So, let's see what else is going on. Alright, did anyone actually even watch the Rebel Moon movie? Because I just didn't like it. It was just a bit boring. Just have to say it. Ooh, this is Stranger Things Season 5 has been described as Season 1 but on steroids. Well, I'm sure that's a lot of fun. Hello, Wrestling God. How are you doing tonight? What's up? I mean, that could be fun if it's like Season 1, I guess, because Season 4 just kind of was a bit all over the place. There were too many characters wrestling, and we all knew it was building up to them just killing off one of the other characters that they introduced. I'm still mad about that. It pulls at my heartstrings every time that you see, like, that guy die in Stranger Things 4. There's a Lost Boys stage play being made. Does anyone want these things? Like, they're making a Saw musical, making this. I don't think anyone's actually asked for the weird musical horror movies. It's a bit odd. What else have we got? Alright, well, while we are waiting for someone to come to the chat, I want to talk about this new physical media that I got. Because I got the full trilogy thing. I don't know why it's called trilogy, I guess, because Thrill, Final Destination, Thrill, or Final Destination. These are like some of my favorite horror movies ever. Why are these backwards? The Final Destination franchise is just awesome. Like, I'd say the second one is my favorite. Mainly because the second one of these has some cool characters that aren't all gonna die. But then, like, the first one, there's like so many like characters that you just don't want to die. Especially Alex. Like, Alex did not deserve what happened to him in that second movie. Like, I know Devon Sawa was busy, but like, I would love to see a sequel to that first movie with Devon Sawa coming back as Alex. Yeah, the other movie which I got to add to the collection is Orphan. I don't know if many people have seen this. It is a known movie in the horror world. It is very campy and deals with a lot of mature subject matter, so not a lot of people are that much into the movie because of how intense it can get at some points. But I'd say it is very well worth the watch if you can deal with a lot of very harsh subject matter. Like, I watched it with my friends the other day. Shout out to Brian and Zeke. But they got quite bored halfway through, and Brian sort of just sat there playing noises on his phone through a soundboard. So Brian, please don't do that again. But it was a lot of fun. So yeah, let's get on to the next bit of news that I have here, which is just sort of a theory which I've been having in my head for a while about Crystal Lake. Because I'm starting to think that maybe we may never get this show because I've seen like no filming updates on it. I've seen like barely anyone talking about it. I've seen like a few leaks and that, but I haven't really seen anyone filming it. It's just sort of boring. But yeah, let's get on to the next bit of news, which is talking about James Wan. So James Wan, he recently had a major flop, which just came out, which is Aquaman 2. Shout out to GM Light for being the only person to make Twitter go absolutely crazy when he made his Aquaman 2 review. Because if you guys didn't know, he put Amber Heard simp reviews Aquaman 2. And if you guys weren't on Twitter for when that happened, there was a complete and utter storm of like Johnny Depp defenders. I mean, I personally love Johnny Depp and don't believe Amber Heard, but that was so funny. I just have to say. So, there's a Mutilator 2. So there was a 1984 slasher movie that came out, and the people who made that movie are still looking to get a sequel made. That's quite the time period to like make a sequel to a movie. That was 1984. They're still looking to make a sequel. It's 2024 almost. It's 40 years, man. That's 40 years. But I think that'd be pretty cool because I personally haven't seen it, so that could be cool. But a new horror movie titled Brute is gonna be a homage to both the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Hills Have Eyes. So that seems pretty cool. So yeah, that's fun. Alright, I wanted to talk about the James Wan thing, didn't I? Then I just sort of got sidetracked because I saw a different article. So, James Wan recently had a major flop with Aquaman 2 because it's just a bit boring. It didn't really work. So, Wan recently asked when he was asked about his next film, he said, I have a tendency to want to go back and forth. So whenever I make a smaller film, I want to go back and make a big film. Whenever I'm doing a big one, I'm like, oh, I want to do a smaller film. And when I do my smaller films, it tends to be a horror film. So, I feel like the itch for horror is potentially calling, but we'll see. So personally, I think that he should make the next Saw movie. Because it is a big movie, but it would be so cool to have the person who made the first Saw movie to come back and make the last two Saw movies. Like if him and Lee Winnell both made Saw 11 and Saw 12, that would be so cool. But I honestly can't imagine a horror movie with Saw without those two. So yeah, I'm hopeful that they will return because it's just a bit boring without them. So, what else have we got? Yeah, has anyone seen that film Silent Night? I'm really excited for it. Here we go. This is what else I want to talk about. So. If anyone watched, which, it's a big if because it was on Peacock and no one watches anything on the cock, I've just got to say. But Twisted Metal has been renewed for season 2. So, this is very interesting because I liked the first season because it was basically just Zombieland, but with Mad Max vibes. So I'm very excited for this movie, but if it is bad, not movie, I mean show, but if it's bad, then, So, let's see what else we have. I mean, it does start Anthony Mackie, so he could not come back because he's got Captain America 4 to make, which I'm very interested in. I just really want to see where he goes with that because you know I'm not really interested because Captain America 4 without Captain America. I'm not saying that I don't like his take on Captain America. I'm just saying it doesn't feel the same without Steve Rogers. They passed it off so well in Endgame. I still feel Marvel should have ended with Endgame. I just don't like anything they've done recently. But Sundance 2024 is going really heavy on the horror because it includes loads of horror movies. So when Sundance Film Festival comes out for 2024, get excited. Any horror fans going? Let me know. Let's see what else is going on. Possibly. So, I think that's where I'm going to end off today. Thanks for hanging out with me for this little while talking horror. Mainly because I do have to wake up very early in the morning because I have to go out. So, thank you all for joining me, talking about some horror for a little bit. Until next time, though, I'm going to go. Goodbye.